Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yesterday afternoon, we got a plethora of leaks for Warzone 2, MW2, and DMZ, and probably some of the most exciting leaks that we've seen in quite some time because it all revolves around weaponry. Really, the weapon updates are some of the main draws here in all modes. The new weapons every season are obviously always one of the main attractions for every single seasonal update in the seasonal roadmap and whatnot. And conveniently enough, yesterday we ended up seeing a ton of weapon leaks from the game files. This is a bunch of code names basically, but because of the names of certain guns, there's been a lot of various interpretations from the community regarding what these weapons are more than likely going to be in game. We actually have, just about 15 different weapons that have been leaked between various sources. The majority of this information is coming from Task Force leakers over on Twitter, and then also a little bit of this information is coming from Medina's HD as well. Keep in mind, when it comes to leaks, as always, you guys know the spiel by now. This stuff is subject to change. Just because these weapons are in the files right now does not mean that every single one of them is going to drop, by the end of season 5 or even sometime this year. Some of these could be leftover files. Some of these could be files that were scrapped and just not removed. So don't take this as 100% certainty, but there's a good chance that quite a few of these weapons are going to find their way into MW2, Warzone 2, and DMZ here in the future. So let's go through all the various code names for these weapons and break down more than likely what they're going to be outside of their code name, like what the official gun is, which again, also keep in mind is just simply the community's interpretation. There's a lot of people who are very well versed in this kind of stuff that have given their input. So the first code name that we have is IW9, which is the start of every single weapon here. That's just saying it's for obviously MW2 here. This is an ME category. So every single weapon is going to be IW9 dash what category it is, ME being a melee, and then this weapon code name is Sword 02. So what is the sword melee weapon code name for? I wonder if it's maybe for a sword. So we have a sword melee weapon on the way at some point in the future. Keep in mind, every single season usually has 3 to 4 new ranged weapons. So that being a sniper, an SMG, an LMG, a special weapon of some kind, and then 1 or 2 melee weapons as well. So we have these to basically span season 3, season 4, season 5, and whatever may come beyond that too. First of which, again, being a sword. The second one here, IW9BR. So this is going to be a battle rifle NG Sierra. And more than likely, according to some of the people in the community who have figured out the weapon names here, this is going to be something similar to an MCX spear battle rifle in real life. So something mocking that, if you will, in game. The next one we have is IW9SN India. SN is the abbreviation for snipers, and I'm sure plenty of players are going to be very, very excited. A couple of different leakers on Twitter have said that the India is the code name for the intervention. This obviously is one of the most iconic weapons in all of Call of Duty history. Obviously originating back in the original MW2 in 2009, this game being titled MW2 as well. It's almost a disservice not to have the intervention in the game. So it does appear that it could be coming in a future seasonal update, which I'm sure is going to have players going crazy, especially if a one-shot sniper update comes out and the intervention is actually a meta weapon and not super underwhelming like all the snipers in the game right now. Anyway, moving on, the next one is IW9PI Tango 9. PI is going to be the pistol abbreviation, and this apparently is going to be the Tech 9 pistol. So we've seen different variants of the Tech 9 in the past. This would be similar to that, nothing too crazy there. Also, quick reminder as we're going through all the weapons here today, if you guys are new to the channel, every single day I got you covered with the latest going on in COD. News, updates, meta conversations, leaks, rumors, it's all right here. So if you want to stay up to date, feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. And if you guys enjoy the video, if you guys are excited to see some of these weapons debut, let me know by dropping a like on it. Let's try and aim for 1,500 likes on this one. Next up, we've got IW9AR Halima, AR obviously being assault rifle, and this apparently is going to be similar to the Helion rifles in real life. That's the make and model that it's based off of there. Next up, we got IW9SM A Charlie 45, SM obviously being SMG, surprise, surprise, and A Charlie 45 is apparently going to be similar to the APC 45 SMG. After that, we've got IW9SH T Sierra. SH is going to be the abbreviation for shotgun. So we have at least one more shotgun coming to the game here. And Sierra is apparently going to be based off the Tavor TS12 shotgun, which is a 12 gauge bullpup shotgun. So a bit more unique than some of the other ones that we have in the game. After that, we've got IW9 SN Alpha. So once more, SN being a sniper. Couple of snipers on deck, which is very exciting. And this one, W Alpha, is apparently the WA2000, which we also have seen a handful of times in the past, most notably in MW2. I remember using the WA2000. It's got the smiley face on the scope. Was always a very fun weapon to run around with back in the day. Following that, IW9 PI, so pistol, Mike 2011. This is apparently the Staccato 2011, and we actually had a variant of this in the campaign, so that would make a lot of sense if the gun's already in the game for single player. Bringing it over to multiplayer, not that big of a surprise, and definitely not all that difficult to do, considering all the assets and everything you need for the weapon are already built into the game. Following that, we've got IW9 AR Malima. AR again being assault rifle, and apparently according to the community, this is going to be similar to either the ACR, which to me would make the most sense considering this game is titled Modern Warfare 2, and the ACR, much like the Intervention, is one of the most iconic weapons in COD history. However, this also could be a Malyuk. I think that's how it's pronounced, just another rifle. If I'm mispronouncing that, it's because I'm not the smartest and most well-versed when it comes to weapon names here. Next up, we got IW9SM, so another SMG, A Charlie 9. So this would be an APC 9, obviously APC 45, APC 9, relatively similar to one another, but two different names and two different titles as of right now. Then we've got another melee, actually two melees to round out the list here. The first one being IW9ME Kamas, which is the Kama. This is sort of like a scythe based off of Google Images when I looked up that name. Then lastly, IW9ME Cali Sticks, which, I wonder what the code name of Cali Sticks is gonna mean in game. Probably not the Cali Sticks, right? It's not like we have them as a finishing move anyways. This was actually a melee weapon that was leaked a while back before that finishing move was actually added to the game. People thought it was gonna be a DLC weapon, and then it turned out to be a finishing move, and now the files are back, so it does seem like the Cali Sticks are going to return as a new DLC weapon as well. Now, those were all the official code names in the game. Medina's HD over on Twitter did add on a few other ones that they've also heard about, one being the Uzi. That's apparently one that could potentially be coming as soon as Season 3. This would be a reskin of the Uzi from MW 2019. And then another reskin would be the Bruin MK9 LMG, which of course we also saw in MW 2019 in Warzone 1. And you may also recall that a few days back we mentioned that Medina's had also brought up the codename of Yushchenko for a potential DLC weapon too. So we got a lot of weapons potentially on the horizon here. Again, just because these are leaks, this doesn't mean every single one of these guns could be coming to the game during this first year of MW2 and Warzone 2. Some of them may never make it in if they end up being scrapped, but they are new files that were added in, which is very convenient considering this could potentially be the DLC list of weapons for the remainder of the first year of content here. Then beyond that, we're just not really all that sure what exactly is going to happen. But regardless, a lot of leaks, and by far the most weapon leaks that we've ever seen for, content and seasonal updates at one specific time. Usually we see some weapon leaks for the upcoming season. It's 2 or 3 weapons at a time, not 15 weapons like in this instance, right? But as we start to see any official announcements or any teasers for any of these weapons potentially coming to the game, or any other update news, leaks, rumors, you name it, everything going on in COD is covered here on a daily basis. So if you're new or if you have not subscribed, feel free to change that, hit that sub button, turn on those post notifications, and join us on the road to 1 million subs. Also, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it as well, would be seriously appreciated. And if you guys want to check out my partners, be sure to use code WhosImmortal for a discount on all Gamer Advantage, G Fuel, and Control Freak products. And the links for all those can be found down in the description below. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.